Hey guys, so we're actually, Cassandra's here from Inchy Labs.
Hi!
And we're going to see Diane from the Hip Pushers doing an installation. It's a yarn bombing at a local outdoor market. So we've got chairs.
Yes.
And we're going to meet Capital Crochet, Janine, and her family are coming too from London. So I'm really excited to hang out with you too. Outlines and some social media and things like that. Super fun. I'd kind of rather be doing crochet, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna get to work. This weekend has been great. We got some last minute summer events in, and you know, it's always fun to spend time with the kids and do all of the summer activities. But we're all looking forward to next week when the kids start school on Tuesday, because everyone can get back into a routine, so I can get back into a better filming routine so that I have quiet in the house. The blogging and the crocheting and all of that stuff that kind of gets pushed to the side during the summer is all going to start happening again, so that's really exciting for me. So just one more weekend, one more weekend of summer. So I'm gonna get to work. Hey guys, so I'm a pretty big pin collector, and one of my favorite shops is called Oddman and Tweak, and a lot of their things are Harry Potter fandom, but also all kinds of different fandoms, you know, and so it's a really great shop to check out if you're a collector. But this is one of the ones that I just got today, and it's a mandrake from Harry Potter. So it's the plant that Harry and his friends have to repot, and they're almost like little babies, and when you repot them they scream and cry. So I'm really excited. Look at this. There he is. So he's got a little crying face, and the pot moves up and down on this pin. So super genius. I love it. I'm really excited. So if you ever have a chance to check out their shop, and definitely follow them on Instagram, because they have flash sales. So when she's shipping out her pins, she'll put a flash sale and say, you know, it'll say something like, if you order right now, it'll ship immediately and you get, you know, so much % off. So that's how I grabbed this one really quick. But definitely take a look at Oddman and Tweak. So I went to set up everything to film today for Annie's Creative Studio, and I realized that I'm missing a color that I need for filming. So now I have to drop everything and head to Michael's, which isn't really the end of the world, but at the same time it's kind of frustrating because it feels like a waste of a morning. But at the same time, at least I get to go to Michael's. end of another week, which means another question and answer portion of my YouTube vlog, which is so exciting. So just like a couple of updates on my week so far. I spent today alone for the first time actually since my kids went back to school, because Sean actually went back to school today too. He's at the university full time. So today was his full week of classes, or first full day of classes, I should say. And it was really bizarre to be alone all day. I may have gotten up to some interesting things. I sat outside for a really long time knitting, which was wonderful, listening to an audiobook. But then I just got it in my head that it would be a really good idea to cut my hair and give myself bangs. So I gave myself some bangs today. I hope that you like them. I've been wanting to do it for a little while because I have this mean forehead wrinkle across my forehead that's been bothering me a lot. And it sounds so stupid, but you know when you see something on your own person that just bothers you to no end? So that's been bugging me for a long time, and I thought maybe the bangs would help a little bit to kind of take away from the big forehead wrinkle. So anyway, I don't know, but it was one of those things that you do on a whim, and I am really excited that I did it, and I think it turned out pretty good, so I'm excited. So the other thing that I finished this week was the Lion Brand blanket that I had been working on. So this is what it looks like. I used Lion Brand Basic Stitch, and the color is in Persimmon, so this is going to be released through Lion Brand, and it has big tassels on the corners. So I'm really excited. It turned out awesome. I am so excited to snuggle it and love it. So now what I have to do is get photos of it and type up the pattern and hand it in. so some work still to be done. This month I have the furl scarf to finish and hand in, the knitted one, and then I have 2 designs for Crochet Magazine for summer 2020 that I have to do. One's a blanket and one's a poncho. So I'm really hoping that I can buckle down and get all that work done this week and not fall behind. So that should be interesting. There are a few other due dates that I have alongside of those designs in terms of other work that I have to do. I have some outlines due for a project coming up in December that I need to finish, and then I have a collaboration with a company for influencer marketing that I have to hand in photos within the next week or so. So lots of work to do, and then I really just spent time cutting my bangs instead. So there you go. So let's get to the actual question portion of the vlog now that I have ranted to you about my week. This one says, if you dyed your hair another color, what would it be? So I've had my hair lots of different colors. Starting from grade 7, I had bright orange, like fluorescent orange hair, and then purple and black and red. I had red a lot actually. For a long time I had red. I've cut my hair completely off, and I had a pixie cut when Conan was born. That was an interesting look. But I really like the silver. I like the gray a lot. I feel like it suits me. And even more so than just a straight blonde, I feel like the gray really suits me. So I'm going to stick with the gray for a while, I think. But if I were to ever just dye my hair again, I'd probably just go back to my original color, which is just kind of like a chestnutty brown, just because it's nice, right? Brown is always nice. So thank you for that question. I hope that you guys like the gray though. This one says, what is a great place to start while designing your patterns to make size converting easier? So if you are looking for help with measurements and sizing, I would definitely check out the Craft Yarn Council on, you can just Google it, the Craft Yarn Council, because they have all kinds of tools and measurements for you, including stitch definitions and just basically everything that you need in order to help you find the proper sizes. So definitely check that out as a good resource. This phone keeps going to sleep. When you crochet, are you on the couch? Oh, I didn't catch the rest of that question. Straight through? I'm guessing that's the question. Where do I crochet? I'm going to guess that's what the question is about. Where am I sitting when I crochet? Well, I actually sit in one spot in particular usually in my house, and it is this really old rocking chair. It's an antique rocking chair. It belonged to my husband's great-grandmother. It's very, very old, and it is it's a short seat, and it has no arms. And I find that to be very great because with crocheting and knitting especially, I'm all elbows. I have the pointiest elbows slash wingspan that a human can have. I have just the longest arms and my elbows can take people out. So I find chairs that have arms on them to be very inhibiting to my crocheting and knitting. So that's my favorite spot to crochet and knit. Now you know, I have really, really long arms, almost ridiculously so. I think if I were an animal in real life, I'd be a deer or a giraffe. That's This one says, what is your favorite thing to make? My favorite thing to make would be socks. I love making socks so much. I would knit socks every single day if I could, and then I would wear them and I would be so happy because my feet are always cold. Second to that would be to knit sweaters. And I actually finished this one not too long ago. This one is the Autumn League pullover by Two of Wands, Alexi from Two of Wands, and I just finished it not too long ago, and I've been wearing it ever since. I love it so much. It fits nicely, and yeah, so knitted sweaters and knitted socks. Those are my go-to. This one is, what is your favorite weight of yarn to use? So I think I did bring this up on a vlog before on one of our previous weeks, but my favorite weight of yarn to usually use is a fine weight yarn or a light worsted. So anything on the lighter side, actually, I prefer using over thicker yarns. And I'm not a fan of chunky yarn at all. I don't really use it, and if I have it, it'll stay in my stash forever to die a lonely death. So that's what that is, and I don't know if I'll ever use it, to be honest. The only time that I would use a chunky yarn is if I'm knitting a chunky hat, like a chunky cabled hat. That would be great, but other than that, I usually stick to the lighter weight yarns. So that's the vlog this week. I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody that watched and subscribed. If you have a chance to share this around on Facebook, I'd really appreciate it, or on Instagram, or just even hit the subscribe button yourself if you haven't already. I'd super appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for this vlog from CoCo Crochet Lee. Be sure to check me out on Instagram to see all of the amazing pictures and projects that I am working on a daily basis. And be sure to ask any questions if you have any for next week's vlog. I'll bring them up every single week. And I'd love for you guys to subscribe and to share this around. Sprinkle it a little bit everywhere if you can. I'd really appreciate it. See you next time.